So you're definitely famous.
Well, I'm internet famous, so, you know.
Are you a celebrity?
In this episode of Capturing the Internet, we venture into the world of YouTube and celebrity photography. We paired world-renowned photographer Mark Seliger with the online sensation Andrew Rea, who built a culinary universe on YouTube, pulling more than 30 million views per month, making him one of YouTube's elite creators.
I didn't realize that I had my dream job on my hands until it really just started taking off and I was able to pursue it full time.
And Mark has literally photographed some of the most famous people on the planet. Today, Andrew will enter Mark's world. His kitchen, his studio, his darkroom.
Is that Bill Murray?
That's Bill Murray.
Today I'm being photographed by Mark Seliger, and I am very proud to say that I'm probably the least famous person to ever be photographed by Mark Seliger. So, big day for me, small day for him.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Binging with Babish, where this week I want to try something a little different. A little bit more. Whoa! I know that was a little shocking, but I wanted to tell you guys something face to face. I wanted to say thank you so much for helping me reach 1 million subscribers. Whether you liked, shared, watched, subscribed, made your spouse watch it, thank you so much. I never thought I would reach this milestone, and I could not have done it without you.
Today, Andrew's channel has an unimaginable 9 million subscribers. But when he started, Andrew was just looking for purpose.
I was massively depressed. It's something I've struggled with my whole life, and it all sort of culminated in my spending 2 weeks in bed feigning food poisoning because I couldn't get out of bed and face the day. And I decided, okay, I need some help. I started going to therapy, I got on the medication I needed to be on, and it opened up bandwidth. I realized I wasn't creatively fulfilled.
So with a background in film and a lifelong love of cooking, Andrew decided to try his hand at a cooking video and threw it up on YouTube.
I just made it as a creative exercise. I never really intended to make more than one. I thought maybe this is a fun project I can do on the weekends. But it got just mostly very positive feedbacks and I think like 10, 20,000 views. So I was like, okay, I'll make another one. But I didn't want to become a YouTuber initially. I mainly thought of it as a potential segue into making movies. But as I kept going, I was like, oh, there's utter creative freedom and I get to do what I love all the time. So like, why wouldn't I want to be a YouTuber? Eventually it became my career. There's another iconic photo of yours.
Yeah, got lucky.
We brought Andrew to famed Mark Seliger's studio in the West Village of New York City to have him photographed in Mark's iconic stairwell.
This is it, huh?
This is it.
This is not just an ordinary stairwell. It's where countless celebrities and creatives from all over the world have been immortalized by Mark and his extraordinary eye.
You're just in good company here. Let me have you walk over to the corner. People ask me the question of what has been your job? Are you photographing culture? Are you photographing famous people? Are you doing documentary?
Should I look at the camera or else?
You're looking like right towards me. I tend to lean in to however culture is changing, evolving.
Mark's rise began pre-internet in 1987 when he began shooting small assignments for Rolling Stone magazine. In 1992, he became chief photographer, a position he kept for a decade. Since then, he's shot regularly for publications like Vanity Fair, GQ, and Italian Vogue, advertising for big brands like Gap, and has work permanently displayed at the Smithsonian and the National Portrait Gallery in London.
Photography is infinite in terms of what you know, what you learn, and how deep you want to go.
This is usually where I keep my sleeves if I roll them up.
There you go. And now look straight down this way for me like that. Hold it. Don't move. Stay right there. Digital. Really what it is getting to know the subject and then breaking it down into how I see that as a photograph. Chin down. Not so mad. Nice. With your right hand, just put it on top of your head like that. And now look back at me. Keep turning. Nice. Awesome. All right. You've been immortalized.
I mean, that was among the coolest experiences of my life. So thank you. That was awesome.
we doing today, bud?
We're doing chili relleno. My favorite pepper to use is poblanos.
Love a poblano.
I mean, it tastes so good. It's like a secret ingredient to just amp up Mexican food.
It's not just sticking somebody in front of the camera. It's about finding out who that person is and to try to understand and almost fall in love with who they are. And that's the cool part about a photo shoot, is because it's who you are, but better than that. The outcome is really my take on your vision.
And what a vision it is. Years ago, he was alone in his kitchen with a camera. Now, with a score of shows and projects in development, he's creating an empire. Though his rise to prominence was different, his celebrity is sought after exactly like traditional pop culture stars.
I don't feel any differently when I'm photographing Andrew as I did photographing the Rolling Stones. He's an artist, charming, has a story.
And that story is still forming. They say fame changes you. When you've reached the top, how do you see yourself?
When I first started making the show, I was a deeply insecure, deeply unhappy, confused, lonely person. I'm still definitely all those things, but to a much lesser degree, and I really owe that to my audience. They've lifted me up dizzyingly high.
Thanks to the internet, the media gatekeepers have shifted. The top 5 episodes of Binging with Babish have as much viewership as the Super Bowl. So, yes, internet famous is the new famous. The individuals who make up Andrew's massive audience are as much responsible for his success as he is, a fact he never wants to take for granted.
One of my biggest fears is that this all goes away tomorrow, and I feel like, God damn it, I didn't make enough of that amazing thing that I had. I didn't breathe in every atom of it that I possibly could. This channel is a gift from the universe that I never thought I would in a million years be given. To not take full advantage of it and try to make it into something great and something that lives past me feels irresponsible.
Being a photographer is kind of a lifetime commitment. I think of it as like chapter 1, chapter 2, and chapter 3. Chapter 1 is really about kind of designing the landscape. Chapter 2 is about getting to know yourself. And chapter 3 is about doing the things that you've always wanted to do. No apologies.
I still want to do absolutely anything I can to make my impression on the world. So now here I am trying to do it. I'll never feel like I deserve to be here, but God damn if I'm not going to enjoy it and make the most of it.
Would you join me?
Yes, I would join you.
Texas dream come true.
Oh, that's so nice. Wow, what high praise.
Wow, we went from the dark room to the kitchen. That sounds like the perfect day to me.
See you guys on the internet.
Come on into this is the magical lab.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people that just deal with digital don't really understand that dynamic of what the end result would be, which would be, for me, the print, a tactile experience. And what I love about cooking, making food is very similar, right? Like it's that tactile experience of going in there, and it's the smelling, it's the feel, it's the care, and then it's the outcome, it's the presentation.
It's such a satisfying process.
Isn't that amazing?
Wow. Look at that. So you burned around the outside to make the sort of vignette.
That's exactly what I did. I brought this out just a little bit because it was going a little dirty.